Hi! We're going to farm bunker for heads and weapons. This is the Space Knight hat or Space Knight head for Axton. Lots of people, this is their favourite head. I've seen a lot of threads trying to get hold of this one. I was really lucky, this one dropped after 3 kills. The others took a lot longer. I was probably farming bunker in total for about 10 hours to get all his heads. I ended up getting 8. I got this one twice, the Baron twice, and Zeros twice. This is the Baron. I love it. It's my favourite head for Salvador. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I used to have a hat just like it, but it makes me laugh whenever I see him in it. It's kind of genius. I don't know. Love it. Next up, we've got Maya, and this is called Shrapnel Slayer. This is my favourite hat tied with, what's our other one? Admiral Arse Kick, which you get for completing Pay the Bills, which is kill 1,000 mobs with phase lock active. This looks especially good with a coloured outfit, but I just got this skin drop, I think from Vermivorous. So I'm kind of wearing it and showing it off, although no one noticed. This is Digitized Death. Is it Digitized Death? Let me check. Yeah, Digitized Death. I actually think this head's super ugly. One of the worst that the Mechromancer has. I couldn't find a good colour combination with it, but again, I've only just started her off. She's level 8, so I haven't unlocked a lot of skins for her yet. I think I got one from King Mong, maybe? I forget. This is Zero's Unreality. It's paired with Terramorphous' skin. I like pink, obviously. As you can tell, at least 2 of my characters are in it. And it's kind of a cool head. You know, it's alright. So yeah, you're going to be farming bunker. He's going to take a long time. You're going to have to put in the hours. He drops so rarely. And he also throws stuff all over his map, which is a pain. We'll look at that in more detail. But this is the bitch SMG that he can drop. It's got high base damage, a low corrosion chance, or a low elemental chance. I imagine all the elements drop. This is the only one I got. But the most amazing thing about it is the speed at which the crosshairs close. Within about 4 or 5 rounds, it is basically shooting exactly where you want it to. It's kind of amazing. Paired with a huge magazine size, rapid reload, it's actually a really, really nice gun. It's got a high fire rate too. So it's kind of hard to hate it. I'm really glad I found that. So how to get to bunker. Come off 1,000 cuts and you run over here. You can pop up here. There's a vault sign if you haven't already got it. Check my other guide to find the other one. Other one? I think there's just one. It's over by the slab base. But then you'll get to through that barrier, and it's pretty linear from there. Once you've cleared the area, don't forget about the crates over here. There's sometimes some good stuff in them. And then just carry on around this path and you'll get back to the bunker. Once in the bunker, run up here, and once you clear the cash machines, the sort of vending machines, bunker will turn up. Now he's got a few attack patterns, and I'll show you all 3, but essentially the one that you want to hope for is the one where he just kind of leans forward and opens his critical spot like that. And his critical spot is... Oh, thank you, helicopter. His critical spot is that cluster of eyes. The other attacks, or the other kind of attack pattern he has, is where he just weaves side to side. You can shoot his plasma cannons, which will count as critical hits, but once you shoot them, he'll lock up and fly away pretty soon afterwards, so that's kind of a pain. Really what you want to do is just come here at a high enough level that you can take a beating and just stand there and shoot at his critical spots. My guns are doing about 200 damage. I think this one does 200 and the pistol does about 150. So if you come back at the end of playthrough 1 with weapons that do 400-500, you're going to shred it in seconds. This is another attack he does. This is my favourite, where he just sort of comes upright and sits and stares at you. Don't forget the robots, who are going to be kind of a pain in your bum, but mostly you should be able to shrug their damage off. Anyway, take him down however you see fit. When he gets to very low health, he will go into a set sequence where he flies over this area here to the north. Shoot him once, he'll die, and then he'll spit out all his loot. First of all, he'll do a stream of money, which you can jump into to pretty much snag most of it, you'll see here. And look at the sunset, it's actually such a beautiful game. Then he'll do 2 consecutive streams of loot, one either side. The heads you're going to be looking for are purple, so keep an eye out for those, and obviously you know what colour legendaries orange are. There's a lot of iridium, and you'll see stuff falls in the cracks. It's a real pain. Stuff can fall through to the level below. And there's a section in the middle here you'll see where stuff is actually just peeking through, and I don't understand why this is, but it happens every time. I found 2 heads and a legendary stuck there. Here's the slab, the Sham, the Sham shield, there poking through, which is super annoying. There's no reason for stuff to be clipping like that. It's just a really poor level design, and it annoys me. So check thoroughly when stuff drops. The number of times I've thought I've checked everything and then just gone for one final sweep and found another purple, which obviously wasn't the head but could have been. So make sure you check everything. There's some other stuff to check. The crates will quite often see, I think I'm going to run over there in a second. These crates here, stuff can fall down that hole there. I found a blue in there once, and I found a green here kind of tucked down in that hole. So if blues and greens are getting there, it means heads can too, so be careful. And again, check this platform. The other thing to check is these vines here. Stuff can get caught behind them, and you'll see when I run behind this other side, I pick up some money from somewhere that I didn't even see. So it's definitely worth checking up there too. Then finally you can run up here, clean up the mobs. There's just a couple of crates that are worth farming, whatever level you're at. The one underneath that I'll go to in a second tends to drop class mods most of the time, for whatever reason. Well, I say most, about 50% of the time it's dropping class mods. And then if you hang around after this chest, you'll see the Cult of the Vault symbol. Anyway, hope that was useful. Lots of love. Bye!